Good morning and welcome to week 3 of 6 weeks of Enterprise. For the last 2 weeks you've been doing a personal finance subject on the economy. But for the next 4, including this lesson, you're going to be delivering a design for this competition, not just a bag. So what's it involved? Well, firstly, you are going to be designing a brand new design for the Hayes School Visitors Bag. This is what it currently looks like. As you can see, it's a sort of an off-white colour. It's made of simple hessian and it is it's drawstring at the top. The current design just features a Hayes School logo and obviously the name of the school underneath. We're looking to overhaul that design. This particular bag is given to every single visitor that comes to the school. This bag has gone to more countries than most people. So will your design. You will be designing a global Hayes School bag. So, a little bit more about it. The size of the bag, as you can see, your design will pretty much fill an A4 sheet of paper, and that's pretty much the size of the space on the front of the drawstring bag. The actual process, I mentioned before, you're in 4 weeks for this challenge. Week 4 is in the main hall and it's another grand final. Every winner from every tutor group will be pitching in that grand final. Week 3 will be where you are in your tutor groups and each team within your tutor group will have to pitch. And by the end of week 3, you would have decided which team within the tutor group will go through to week 4. Weeks 1 and 2 are all about the book club, and I'll come back to that in a moment. There are prizes available. Not only will the winners be able to produce the design that goes on the Hayes School Visitors Bag, and therefore carried off by visitors all around the world, but you will also receive a £10 gift voucher per person within your team. The second placed people will get a £5 gift voucher each. That's across the whole year group. What is it about in weeks 1 and 2? Well, weeks 1 and 2 is all about this, not just a bag, the workbook. The workbook has got a few key areas in it. I just want to highlight a few before you go into it with your teachers. Page 2 has a small space there where I would be taking notes from videos on the pitch or on the brief, which will be given to you in a little while. The back page features your homework. The back page, similar to last year's competition, has a marketing questionnaire on it. I would expect every member of the team to give that questionnaire or to ask that questionnaire to 10 respondents. And those respondents must have an opinion on Hayes. And you'll see why when you read the questionnaire. They must know about the school in some way or other. I would then be bringing my 10 responses, grouping it with the rest of the team's responses in week 2. And that research could be the thing that decides the mainframe of your design for the school bag. Certainly in the pitch, I would want to know what research you have done and how that has helped you come up with your design. So that's the homework sheet there, right at the back. You'll probably need another piece of paper just to keep a tally of people's responses, but I'm sure you can work that one out. What else is in here? Well, section B is all about the team, and it focuses on the lifelong learning skills, which are currently, where you currently have merits available on offer for those in your planner. We're focusing on where you feel you currently are in terms of your lifelong learning skills, and what evidence you've got to show that as well. The reason we're doing this is because I want you to bond as a team and to understand one another's strengths and weaknesses. We will easily be able to notice a cohesive team when it comes to the pitch. And I certainly will be looking for that when I try and give my input on the final decision as to who's going to win that prize and whose design is going to go on the school bag. So please be careful with section B. It could be the thing that gives your team the edge, even over a beautifully artistic design. Throughout this process, you will have a set of teacher's slides which will guide you quite nicely in terms of time frames and between each different activity involved within the 3 weeks in the classroom and the 4th week in the main hall. There are other things I would like to say though. Section C gives you 2 pages for your ideas, and I'll just open that up here. So we've got the design brief there. There is another blank page on the reverse, and that's where I'll be jotting down, or even if I'm confident enough, that's where I'll be displaying my final design for the main hall, okay? Or even for the week 3 pitch to the rest of the tutor group. So you can start jotting ideas down here. At the moment you might jot your own ideas down, but remember, the research you find from the homework, which you'll bring with you to week 2, that might give you a whole set of new ideas. So you might want to hold off until you get that in for week 2. But that's section C, and that's all about the design. When you actually pitch your design, whether it is for your tutor groups scrutiny, or whether it's for the main hall contest, you will need to produce a design on A4. It can be presented as if you've just done something on the PC, so it can be PC created, maybe a PowerPoint slide or publish your work, something like that, or it can be hand drawn. What I would say to you is when you come to the main hall as the winning team from your tutor group, we need 2 copies. A colour copy, which I will try and broadcast to the whole hall, and a photocopy which you can hold aloft as you give your presentation. What else would I say? Well, one thing I want to be really clear on is that we will try and offer support to every team should you win and actually go forwards with putting your design onto the bag, and support in terms of artistic support. So even if you're not the best artist in the world, it doesn't really matter. Yes, a beautiful presentation will look great, but what we're really focusing on is the meaning behind those images, the ideas behind the design. That's what the winning team will do stronger than anyone else. So please be aware there could well be artistic support following the main hall presentations, so it shouldn't put you off that you're not that artistic, rather like myself. Now, I think before we go on any further with this, it's time to listen to the brief. And this is incredibly important. What you're about to hear, you need to consider every single word that is said prior to delivering your own design. It must match the brief. And that's what we really want to know when it comes to the pitch as well. So, get your pens out, ready to take notes, and good luck. Here's the brief.
Your brief is to produce a design for the Hayes School Visitors Bag for local, national and international visitors. The design must reflect who we are as a school. It must include the school's name and the school's logo. Good luck.